Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. And for the Epstein out there, you might have a very bad day. That's all I have to say there. Today is August the 15th, 2026. And I'll give you 10 seconds to guess what this day marks. Okay. 10 seconds is over. Today is the 5th anniversary of the defeat of the Epsteins in Afghanistan, and the whole world should know and remember this date, because it's a very important date. Like I said again, it's the defeat of Epstein, and I open a quote. When I say Epstein, I'm not generalizing like everyone. No, I'm talking about the Epsteins. These people that are, creating wars, intimidating people, harassing nations, lying, killing all over. That's what I mean when I say Epstein. Because Epstein was an evil man. And when I say Epstein, I really mean the Epstein, the evil. And what happened in Afghanistan and Iraq is evil. And I close the quote about the Epstein. So you understand, when I say Epstein, you understand what I mean by Epstein. I came to this country in 2003. So about 23 years ago. And I came during an important time. I was not mature. I didn't understand what's going on at the time. We're just waking up. Trying to go to school and all these things. We're still young at the time. But I came in during the Iraq War, when Bush, the representative of Epstein, announced, the war in Iraq. I came in through during that time, and then they shifted again to Afghanistan. No, actually, 2001 was Afghanistan, and then Iraq came in later. But anyway, it was during that war. It was not a good time for Muslims in general. So, but what can you do? They lied to the Americans about everything they told them, and so they went. They killed a lot of people, innocent people, and I watched those things. I was following the situation. I was just curious. Some people, they watch movies, I was watching the real thing, the real movies. I was watching how the Epstein used to go, and the suspect is someone belongs to a group, and they go and they kill all his families and kids and women and everything, and the rape and everything. But also at the same time, as I watch how the other side, these mujahideen, or these brave Muslims, how they humiliated them, with little arms, small arms, motorcycle, Chinese-made motorcycles, stuff like that. That with that very, basic arms and vehicles, they were able to defeat, all these, Humvees and mine vehicles, and all that stuff. So I watched this. I think I stopped watching like 3 years later when I moved to Arizona, because when I was in Maine, I just arrived, that was my first state. I was in Maine, the state of Maine. I was a little confused, the culture shock and everything. And so it was during Arizona when I was paying attention, like 2 or 3 years later. It's probably maybe 2005, or when I started looking. I even don't know how I got to following this, this topic. But I'm glad I did, because I learned, I learned from it. I learned from it a lot of things. I understood. And I don't regret anything, even though it caused me some pain, as the Epsteins, of course, they're not happy to see someone watching them closely, like that, doing Epstein stuff. So of course they come after you. They make all this kind of excuse, and that we're trying to do this or that. But the actual problem was because I was watching them very closely on all the lies and the crimes and everything they did over there. I hope you guys are hearing, because I'm not sure if my mic is. I don't want to. I'm driving as I'm talking to you guys, so. And I noticed that my videos are, I don't know if they ever, probably just the Epstein watching them, so, but I don't care, if it's just the Epstein watching my videos, that's fine, because I'm posting for the Epstein and for everyone to hear, because I will say the truth, speaking what I understood is the truth. So yeah, again, to today's day, like I said, it marks the 5th anniversary of the defeat of Satan and the Epstein evil. And all those collaborators, and from our people, the Arabs and the Gulf states and all that shit, and the the NATO. And NATO is, I don't know how many European countries, they all get kicked in the ass. They got kicked in the ass really bad. After 20 years of, running like a chicken with no head, they replaced the Taliban with a stronger Taliban. So yeah, this is the anniversary. Today is the 5th anniversary, and they're celebrating over there. I watched a few videos there. People are enjoying the time, and they're very proud that they liberated their country. Don't believe the other side where they say people are oppressed and all that crap. It's not true. They're lying to you. If you're an American listening, hearing, they are lying to you if they say, oh, they're oppressing women and this and that. It's just excuse the use. Remember when there was an issue in Iran where they killed this girl or something, and they said that she was not wearing hijab or something, the head covering. Well, Iran, as I know, because I watched a lot of videos about Iran also in the past, Iran, there's a lot of people there, or a lot of women with no hijab, who don't wear this thing on their head. Some of them. I'm sorry. Some of them don't. They choose not to wear it, and they're fine. You see them in the street. In the markets, even with tight clothes. I've seen women with tight clothes. Even they smoke. Some of them smoke. And at the time, they used this case, that Iran killed, this lady. Well, I don't know if some people says she just like died, like naturally, it's just coincidence. But the media, the other government, they took these situations as a proof to say that Iran is an oppressive regime, and and we need to discipline them and all that crap. So I am saying the point here is, don't listen to what they tell you. They are lying to you about everything, from what happened in 9/11 to the wars that they declared on these countries. They're just lies. They're very I don't know if this is the term, but opportunists kind of people. They look for those opportunities where they don't have to like poor countries, stuff like that. It's very easy to take over and take over their resources and everything. So they went to Afghanistan because it's poor. It's been in wars for many years. So with the Soviets, with the British, and there is nothing there, no infrastructure, nothing. So it's easy to invade Afghanistan. In Iraq, same thing, plus you have all these regimes, and the Gulf states and stuff like that. We were thinking that they were like Muslims, but they're actually, they're with the Epstein, some of them with the Epstein. And so you have a country that's not, Iraq was okay, but it was a little divided, like between, the factions and stuff. So they use that. Plus, it's not strong enough. So my point here is that this Epstein, they're very, I don't think they're smart, but it's just like they take advantage of this. They take advantage of. Take advantage of countries and stuff. So I'm driving, someone was behind me, like, so so what I was gonna say, now Afghanistan is free and they are improving the situation, as I was also following. I mean, I see how they're improving their infrastructure, like the roads, of course they're not gonna improve everything, it's very hard, like I said, 20 years of wars and before that it was the Soviets and the British, it's very hard that they can improve everything like the same, in one day. They need years, it's not 5 years, 6 years, they need years. So, but they're improving the infrastructure, like roads, connecting cities, like working on trains between other countries. They're working with the neighboring countries, and that's the natural. That's how a country should do. Should be good with your neighbors, not with outsiders. Someone coming like 7,000 miles or 10,000 miles, and it doesn't make sense. Be friends with your neighbors first. Neighbor is very important, and in Islam also, neighbor is your neighbor is very in Islam is very important. So yeah, Afghanistan improving. They're improving their relationship with the surrounding. They're improving the infrastructure. Their military is 10 to 20 times tougher than 20 years ago. They got all the equipment left over there. So that's what I want to talk about. And another thing, drugs. When Epstein was in Afghanistan, the last 20 years, he had a lot of problems with drugs. And of course, they don't let them grow, this opium and all that stuff. They were like free to do that at the time, because I understand, that's drugs, and women, they use them to destabilize and destroy nations. Because if you have people that take drugs and they care about vaginas, you can't get them to fight. You can't get them to, do science or, improve anything. No, it's just like, they're lazy. They just like after sex and after drugs and then they come and they take everything you own there, and you stay in your situation. You stay like that. They do that everywhere. They did it to the African Americans. You see the African Americans, usually they're like, good at sports and stuff like that, but a lot of them, their jobs is, like the best is a security guard. But that's another topic. Anyway, I'm talking about drugs. So drugs in Afghanistan is almost zero, and they took all those. You have to go and watch this for yourself. I mean, I don't know if you guys are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for I just want to defend my people? I don't care if they're wrong or right. Are you that person, or are you someone who defends the truth and stands for it? But if you stand for the truth, I am telling you that the drug is 0% now in Afghanistan, or close to zero. Why I say close to zero? Because some people they still find people who grow this stuff in little villages and stuff like that. And I've seen where they use drones to track these kind of people, which is a smart move. But there is also people that report other these people and stuff like that. But that's why I said close to 0%. But I can say confidently that 0% drugs there now. And they took all those people that were. There was a famous bridge in Kabul. I remember they used to. All these drug addicts used to gather there, and it was stinky, and they gather there and they take drugs, inject stuff, and so they took all those in the street and put them in the rehabilitation program, and which the U.S., for example, should learn from, because that program was successful. They taught these people jobs. They cleaned them. Of course, they went through phases. They took them through phases of healing. And I've seen some videos. It was really hard to watch because of that. That healing process is not. Some of them faint. Some of them, because they stopped them completely from taking drugs, and then they went through some process that it's very hard to transition from you're taking something to nothing. So it was very hard for the addict people, but they improved, and I can see physically their faces, they become brighter, healthier. You can see like the blood flowing in their face, after they went through this program. And then you put them back to society. When you finish your program, you go through this program, you get a certificate, and then they have to find someone from, your family member or someone to take you. And also, I think you become like the guarantor, someone that will look after him, or that will sign some paper and stuff like that to make sure, that they don't just send him, to the street. They make sure that they get him with his family or someone. Anyway, that's so. Yeah, the purpose of this video just to say that. Today is the anniversary of defeat of Epstein, and don't listen to the media. That's probably the concise title to this video. And I'm just if you're wondering, I'm going to a place here. I go buy apples from them. I go buy apples. They have a farm, and they have bags, like you can buy a bag of apples, and if you buy that in a store, it will cost you like it will cost you like $50 or $60, but you know, buying it like in a bag like that, a big bag, saves me something. Plus, I like to buy fresh. You know, I mean, like I don't like stores. You know, and you also help these small businesses. Instead of helping these big, corporations, I like helping regular people, small families, stuff like that. But this is the place. I'm gonna go get some apples. And I'm gonna probably video also inside, but it's me. Stop this one now, and we can take it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. And to my Epstein, you have a bad day.